Sniperwolf is a powerhouse in the gaming and content world. But what if I told you that she could unlock an even greater level of influence, not by grinding games, but by mastering generosity, virtue, and the pathways of thought? Stay with me. This isn't about being nice for the sake of it. This is about real power. Here is something about why these things are beneficial to Sniperwolf. So, Leah, hi. I believe in karma and past lives, but even in this life, a story about the Buddha from Namo Buddhaya can give you a vivid idea about how the world actually works. Not just to Leah, to Jack's films, but to everyone listening as well. So, one day, a man came to the Buddha, and he started yelling and insulting, and he was cussing the Buddha. Do you know how the Buddha faced that situation? He was smiling. He was smiling. He didn't make any reaction throughout that conversation, and he put on a positive smile on his face, and he was looking at that person who was yelling at him very kindly. So he was very kind to that person. Now, after some time, that person stopped yelling. Everything that he packed inside him was finished, emptied. Then our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, asked a wonderful question from him. Do you get visitors to your home, householder? Do visitors visit your home? Then that person was amazed, and he said, Yes, I get so many visitors to my home. Then Supreme Buddha kindly asked that person, Do you treat them with foods and drinks? Then that person said, Yes, I'm treating them. Then the Supreme Buddha said, What if they did not accept what you have treated, what you have given? For whom those foods and drinks belongs to, if they did not accept those foods and drinks? Then that person laughed in front of the Buddha and he said, So if they did not accept my treats, then it belongs to me. I will eat them then. Our Supreme Buddha, with a great smile, then compassionately said, In the same way you treated me with rude and harsh words, you treated me with anger, but I am a person who is not accepting anything that you have given to me. I will never accept those rude and harsh words that you truly treated me. Right? So if I do not accept anything that you have given, then everything that you gave to me belongs to you. Then you should eat it. Right then and there, that person was amazed, and his anger was cooled down. Later on, the Buddha, out of compassion, preaches to him, and that person became his follower for the rest of his life. So this is important. Someone else would only harm us if we at least once tried to harm them before, especially repeatedly. And if a person is unaware or don't care of our harm to them, be it verbally or by actions, it's like shooting an arrow straight up towards the sky. Those wrong deeds and results will actually come back at us in the future. In the same way, when you treat others with kindness, you will most likely be treated with kindness in return. And even if others do not accept anything, the gifts will still return to you in the future. So this is important.
That being said, to help Leah move away from content stealing, we need to help her cultivate her joy in generosity, or joy in virtue, or joy in mastery of the mind, or a mix of all three. But she needs to choose that. Obviously, Leah, you wanted the down one, but this is beneficial for you, obviously. So hope you keep that in mind. But before we can do that, we first need to understand her personality, or your personality, if Leah is watching this. This is achievable through understanding her birth chart, in which both Leah's birth date and the country are indeed available in public. Now, ChatGPT suggested three possible birth times because Leah's birth time, Leah doesn't choose to disclose her birth time. So, the ChatGPT suggested the version 1 is 4 a.m. in the morning. So, we'll look at version 1 now.
Let's start with generosity. Sniperwolf's sun in Virgo means she values practicality and results. Leo moon? That's about recognition and impact. So, to make generosity click, it has to be strategic and visible. It's not just about giving, it's about seeing the reaction, feeling the respect, and knowing you built something lasting. Giving to fans who need help, supporting new gamers, or funding creative projects, that's the kind of generosity that builds an empire. What about virtue? No, I'm not talking about being soft. I'm talking about controlling your environment like a high-level strategist. Mars in Gemini makes Sniperwolf quick-witted but also prone to impulsive choices. Pluto in Libra, that means power through communication. Imagine wielding that with precision, avoiding harmful speech, cutting out reckless choices, and keeping discipline. That's not weakness, that's control. And in the world of social media, control is everything. Now here's where things get crazy: the mind. The Buddha once taught the Vitakka Santhana Sutta, a method to master thoughts. And guess what? This is the real-life version of leveling up your mental game. Pluto in the third house means Sniperwolf has raw mental power. But Neptune in fourth? That means distractions, illusions, and messy emotions if not controlled. The solution? Gamify it. Treat your thoughts like a game mechanic. Replace bad ones, refocus energy, and keep leveling up discipline. That's not boring. That's how you become unstoppable. So let's put this all together. Generosity as strategy, virtue as control, thought mastery as power. Sniperwolf already has the stats to dominate this game. It's just about playing it differently. What do you think? Would she ever take this path? Let me know in the comments.
If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned for hopefully more deep dives. Elia, if you're watching this, hope you find this helpful. Have a great day, you guys. Goodbye.